Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. I want to bring y'all along over the next few days. I've got some tasks to do, some socializing this weekend, and also some stream stuff going on, but I of course also want to make sure that I am balancing some self-care in there as well. There's a lot of cleaning and tidying to catch up on, especially in anticipation of people coming over, and then also a lot of prep work for a stream event that's happening tomorrow. So today is Thursday. Normally that would be a stream day for me, but I decided to take today off because tomorrow I'll be doing a special charity stream to raise money for the ME Association, and to make sure that I have time to get everything done and that I'm not overexerting myself, I decided not to schedule a stream for today. In case you didn't know, July is Disability Pride Month, and since I spent a lot of last year working on my diagnosis for ME/CFS and then also learning about the condition, I wanted to raise funds for a charity focused around ME. So tomorrow on stream, I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing. We're going to be villager hunting for the summer camp island that I've been working on lately, and I'm also going to be in cosplay dressed as Tangy, which is the villager that we're looking for, which I'm a little bit nervous about. I still have some stuff I need to do for that outfit, but it should hopefully be a good time. Today though, like I said, is going to be for resting and tasks. I've got a few VOD edits that I need to catch up on. I need to finish the cosplay outfit. Like I said, I should probably chip away at a little bit of the cleaning and tidying, particularly my dressing table, because I am going to need to do my makeup there tomorrow, and it's a bit of a mess right now. And then otherwise resting and chilling. So let's get started on all that. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm still waking up, so I'm a bit I'm a little bit like sleepy right now, but that's okay. That's all right. It took me a little longer to fall asleep than I would have liked, but I was very good because a lot of times when I can't fall asleep, I go on my phone and then that makes it worse. So I didn't do that. So I was proud of myself for that. And then I slept okay in the end, and then got up, did a little bit of yoga. I'm trying to do a little bit of like stretching in the mornings because I can have a lot of like aches when I wake up from the MECFS that can cause like aches in the morning. And so I'm trying to see if stretching in the morning can help with that, or I'm going to do like a chunk of testing stretching in the morning, and then I'll try a chunk of testing stretching right before bed and see if either of those makes a difference. We'll see. I'm only on like day 3 of doing it. So yeah. But I did that and I had some cereal and it feels too early to like start getting ready, but I like don't really have time to like do anything else before it's time to get ready. And also probably shouldn't. I should probably just rest before having to get ready for the cosplay stream. I mean, I do want to like tidy just like the stuff on my desk because obviously that's like visible in the camera. So I do just want to like tidy up some of that a little bit. And then otherwise just like do my skincare. I need to. So last night I got myself the Nook Mile. I like picked up my hang on. ADHD brain all over the place. I picked up my cup to have a drink and then I just continued saying the things I was saying while holding the cup. Okay, oh my gosh. I took my meds, but they haven't clearly they haven't kicked in yet. My brain's not firing on all cylinders yet. So last night I got some Nook Miles tickets from a Treasure Island. So I just need to trade those over to the Switch that the Villager Hunt, the one that I'm working on. I need to trade the tickets over to that island, basically. And then what else did I do yesterday in the end? I did, I worked on the stuff that I said I needed to work on. And then we played some Marvel Rivals with my brother in the evening. We've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals recently, and also particularly playing occasionally with my brother, who was visiting here in May for my birthday, which was nice. And he likes the hero shooty games as well. So we played a little bit of that. Also, the Rivals esports tournament started up yesterday as well, which we like to watch when that's happening. So that also sort of got us into a Marvel Rivals mood. So we played some of that last night, which was good. And then yeah, like I said, today is our charity stream, and I probably shouldn't plan to do a whole lot before that. It's 10 to 11 right now. My stream is at 1 p.m. So between now and then, I need to do my skincare and my makeup. And I don't know how long my makeup is going to take. I haven't really done like a full makeup look in a very long time. Like when I was at university and I was like going out a couple times a week, I would like do makeup looks then, but like it was a while ago now. And I don't really wear that much makeup anymore, and if I do, I like certainly don't really do like much in terms of eyeshadow and stuff like that. So it's been a little while for me, and so I need to sort of allot myself a good amount of time to do that, I think. But so yeah, I need to do my skincare and my makeup. I need to just tidy up a couple things on the desk. That should only take like a couple minutes, and I need to have some lunch before the stream, of course, as well, which starts at 1 p.m. So just over 2 hours. And I'll hopefully also get a little bit of time to just like rest, because even though I like technically haven't like done that much yet today, I'm already kind of tired. Just like getting up out of bed is very difficult. It uses a lot of my energy, and so then to also go straight into like the stretching, which I do think is maybe a good time to, it feels like it could be a useful time to do it. Like I said, it is kind of tiring. So I will also grab a tiny little rest in amongst those couple things I need to do. So yeah, I'll obviously, I'll show y'all the makeup look as I'm doing it. And otherwise, I think I will check in with everyone after the stream. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It's 25 past 5, which is later than I would usually go. You know, the vibes were good, and I didn't find the villager I was looking for yet. So I was like, because if I'd found them, I'd finish, obviously, but we didn't find them yet. And I wanted to, give people as much opportunity to donate to the fundraiser as possible. And we raised £200 in the end. So that's good. I was like on the fence about like how like what to set my goal to with like I'm never really sure with fundraisers like what's a good amount for like an X period of time, so I don't know. I set it to 200 with like a couple of like stretch goals past that. So yeah, we raised £200, so that's exciting. Very, very, very cool. Very grateful to the community for supporting that and supporting me in the sense like me fundraising for that. Also here's the completed look, but then like 4.5 hours later. So it's like not, Also I think my eyeshadow ended up like a little bit uneven because like the lighting in the bedroom is not very good. But you know what? That's okay. Everyone said that they liked my cosplay outfit, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And I'm really happy with how the stream went, because I'm always nervous with doing stuff like that. Like, what if just no one shows up and is able to contribute? Like, not that that's like a failing of mine, as it were, but like, it never feels good when stuff like that doesn't work out as planned. So it was nice that it did, basically. But yeah, I unsurprisingly am absolutely wiped. So that's good. Dinner's already made because Jack made bolognese yesterday, and we make like a big amount of it. So we just have to like cook some pasta up for supper when we want that. And otherwise, I think I'm just gonna go like sit and shut my brain off, shut my eyes off for the rest of the evening. Because I do have some stuff I need to like work on this weekend, but not tonight. Tonight's for resting because the stream really took it out of me. But anyway, yeah, it went well. And now rest, brain off for the rest of Friday. Well, no. First, I need to take all of the makeup off my face and then rest. But self-care and rest is the plan. Okay, hopefully the mic's not picking up the fan noise much, but it's too hot to be in here without the fan, so my apologies if it is. Today has not gone how I was hoping that it would, or expected that it would. I knew that I'd be very tired after yesterday's stream, which I was, so I got up and I was like, okay, well, I'll have like a sort of slow morning. I'll make myself like a nicer breakfast. I had like a little fried egg, grilled cheese with bacon bits, which didn't go quite. I got a little stressed making that because it didn't, I had some hiccups. But as I was sort of getting up and starting the day, Joey, well, last night actually, is sort of yesterday evening, we noticed that his eye was like a little bit funny. Jack was like in the other room from him and like sort of heard him exclaim, like yelp yesterday, and thought that he'd maybe just like caught his foot on like a toy or something, because it wasn't like a big yelp, and he seemed fine when he checked on him like right after. But then when we were putting him to bed last night, I was like, oh, his eye looks different to his other eye. And Jack was like, yeah, I've seen him like itching that eye a couple of times, which is odd for him to do it a bunch. And so then this morning we were like, it looks worse, so we should talk to the vet. The vet was like, oh yeah, no, can you like bring him in like at this time, which was like 20 minutes after we were calling, so we then had to like rush and do that, because they were like, yeah, no, we don't like, we try and deal with eye stuff like as soon as possible. So I only had half my grilled cheese, and then we had to like rush to get, because we were still in our like pajamas and stuff. I hadn't had my meds, I hadn't finished eating, stuff like that. I had to like rush to get out and get to the vets, which is like 15 minutes away. And they had a look, and they think that it is, because Jack had already sort of said like, and I agreed, like it seems like it's maybe like an eye infection, like conjunctivitis, and that is what they said as well. So we got some eye drops for him. They like, because they like they put in some like colored liquid stuff to like check both of his eyes and stuff like that, to look for like scratches or foreign bodies and stuff like that, and didn't see anything. His like third eyelid, like his inner eyelid, is a bit like swollen, but that has a lot of conjunctiva on it, so it's conjunctivitis. That makes sense. So anyway, so we had intended to kind of have a slow morning and then do a bunch of tasks today, interspersed with like some resting, and instead I had to go and take Joey to the vet, which is, I like, it was the right decision to take him, obviously, like, it just was a little bit like frustrating that it then like threw a wrench into the day when we like had so much that we like needed to do, and still have so much that we need to do. Jack managed to do like a little bit of work in the garden. I put some cushions. So we washed the cushion covers for the outdoor sofa. In case you saw me, then you were like, what is that? That was me putting the cushion inserts back into the cushion covers for the outdoor sofa, because we had washed the covers, because we're having a barbecue tomorrow. Jack's family's coming over, and I was like, we haven't washed these ever since getting them, and they unzip, so I'm gonna do that. Two of the zippers did suffer casualties going through the wash, so I put those back into the covers, and Jack put them back outside. So like, we've done a tiny bit of stuff. But other than that, I've just been sitting. I did a lot of Pokopia. I didn't have lunch because I'd gotten up late, and then I had, made the grilled cheese and stuff. So then like I had kind of a big brunch, but then also we had to like rush to the vet, and then we were sort of like stressed and recovering from that. And then I was too tired, so I didn't have lunch. And I think Jack had like not a full lunch, like he had a couple snacks. So then we ended up having supper a little bit early. We had the last portion of our bolognese. Like I said, we cook a big batch of that in advance. So we just had that like a little bit early. It's like 7:30 now. So it's difficult because I know that I have a lot of stuff that I like need to work on for people coming around tomorrow. Namely, the kitchen needs to be tidied so that it can also be cleaned. The bathrooms need to be cleaned, the living room needs to be tidied, and we need to like hoover the floors. Technically, there is time tomorrow to do this as well. They're coming at like 5 p.m., so there is time tomorrow, but ideally we would not do all of it tomorrow. So I'm hoping that if I know that I have the stuff to do, but I also am like very tired. Very tired. So I'm really struggling. I'm gonna try and like get like the bare minimum done. I'm hoping we can at least like empty and load the dishwasher. That should help with like the stuff in the kitchen. A lot of the stuff is just dirty dishes that haven't been dealt with yet. The kitchen is usually like when we're struggling, like the kitchen is the room that like first fails, as it were. Like, not fails, but like the tidiness of the kitchen deteriorates first when one or both of us are really when both of us are struggling. Like, that is the first thing to start getting bad. And so there's a lot to deal with in that, because obviously if it's untidy, then we also can't like clean it. Like, it's not a lot harder to just like wipe down the surfaces and stuff. So everything needs to be tidied away, and then we need to like give it a clean. So I'm gonna try and at least do like the dishwasher this evening, but I don't know what else I have energy for, because I'm like, my brain is like, I have like, there's so many thoughts going on of like all the stuff to do, like all the house stuff that I just listed, and also all the stuff in terms of like, you know, work for content creation and stream and stuff like that. I'm actually like, I sort of opened the dialogue with Jack last night about it, like, but I am right now really struggling with feeling like I need to take a break. Like, I am like barreling towards a crash, but also dealing with like I gotta turn this fan off. I'm like, it's hot, but also the fan is like overstimulating me. It's making it hard to say my stuff. But yeah, so on the one hand, I feel like I am like rapidly approaching like a big crash. But on the other hand, like, content creation is like so fickle in terms of like stats and viewership, and like I have been like trying to work on that, and like my numbers are sort of like getting more where I'd sort of like them to be, because for a while I was having like, I've been like tracking my like stream stats for a while basically, and I like recently in the last couple months they're like more where I'd like them to be. And so I'm sort of dealing with the like part of my brain that's sort of saying like, well, if you take a week off, then you might have to like claw back to the same viewership, because the algorithms like really favor consistency. And that's not to say that you should never take a break, obviously, but like that's the internal struggle that I'm having right now. And also part of it as well is that in the past, when I've taken like a week off from streams, I haven't necessarily felt as rested as I would like for the sacrifice of taking a week off, which, as Jack pointed out, isn't a reason, just because I don't feel as rested as I would like, isn't a reason to not take the rest. But like that's sort of like internal struggle I'm having, is like I feel like I am burning out, but there's a lot of reasons that make it harder to make that decision to take a break. So that's sort of something that I am like also dealing with, like sort of going back and forth internally of the decision on whether or not to take a break. Because like the thing is that like if I were speaking to someone else who were in the same position, I would say to them like, you 100% need to prioritize your health. But because it's me, and I'm sure that a lot of people have the same thing, like if another person were in the same dilemma, like they would give them the good advice, but they don't follow the good advice themselves. Like I'm really struggling with like making that decision, or not even like struggling to make the decision. Well, struggling to be okay with the decision, I guess, is like a better way to word it, because like, again, I know that the correct decision on paper is to take the time off. I'm just like struggling to accept that is the reality, basically, which, you know, is understandable for all the reasons that I've just said, that it is harder to make that decision. And also just sort of the like mental block of like coming to terms with being disabled. Of course, obviously, like even people who don't have disabilities, you know, need breaks. I don't only need it because I'm disabled, but like something that I've been dealing with like over the last like year or two is the like mental acceptance of having a disability, and sort of acknowledging that like I cannot do the same things, I cannot run at the same capacity as I used to, or the same capacity as other people, and I just need to accept that. Like, and that's not to say like, oh, like you need to accept it, like you need to get over it, but like that's something that I need to start accepting, because that is the reality of the situation, kind of thing. So that is also like weighing in as well. Like, just it's difficult to make that decision for all those reasons. And that also is on my mind this weekend, because like I said, I started speaking to Jack about it last night after yesterday's stream, because it, like, I knew that it was going to take a lot out of me, but I just, even in the run up to that, have just been feeling like I'm like burning at both ends and need to make some changes, basically. So I need to figure that out. And potentially this coming week, I will be off stream, or maybe the week after that. I need to work out what's going to be best for me. So I'll need to think on that, but that's not a decision that needs to be made today. I post my schedule on Sunday night, so I need to make it by the time I would be posting my schedule tomorrow night, but I can leave it for now. And otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna try and get a tiny bit of stuff done while also resting. I'm still working on balancing it, but yeah, I think the rest of the evening will be pretty uneventful, and also just monitoring Joseph as well. He doesn't like having his eye drops put in, unsurprisingly. He's not a fan. But we did give him an ice cream, which I am sure that he enjoyed. Hopefully was a nice little treat for him. But yeah, I think that'll be the rest of Saturday, and then tomorrow probably more of the same tasking before family comes around. So I guess I'd better go try and muster the strength to work on some kitchen tasks. Okay, good morning. Happy Monday. I know I talked a lot yesterday about needing to take some time off from streams and potentially like not streaming this week. And that is still true that like I need some time off, like I do need a break, but weirdly I actually feel like I have stuff that I need to do before I would be able to like fully rest. And that's not from a perspective of like I need to do a certain amount of work to like earn the break. That obviously that, you know, is a mindset that I like have had and I'm sure some of y'all have struggled with as well, but more from a perspective of like I need like the house to sort of be like a minimum standard, otherwise I will spend my entire time like anxious about that and then I won't be able to rest fully. Or also like making sure that I have like lunches and stuff prepped ahead of time so that I don't have to like get up and make food for myself. Like it can be something that Jack just heats for me so that I am able to like fully rest basically. So just sort of preparing like stuff like that, which I hadn't gotten done for this week basically, because I hadn't sort of planned ahead of time that would be something I would need to do basically. So I am streaming my usual schedule this week, so we're going to be doing a co-working stream in about a half hour. It's 11 right now, and then I think I'm going to sort of plan for next week to be my week off from streaming, and hopefully this week. So like the house is like we did a lot of like cleaning and tidying over the weekend in preparation for Jack's family coming over last night for the barbecue. We had a very nice time. I didn't end up getting very many clips of that because we were just kind of like hanging out, but we had a lovely little time. Had some burgers, hot dogs, and some little kebabs. Had originally planned to do some corn on the cob as well, but then I forgot to like prep. I was gonna do like Cajun butter and I forgot to prep that ahead of time, and there was enough other stuff that I just didn't bother with that. But the barbecue was very nice. Had a nice chill time yesterday. But so because of that, obviously we had to do some cleaning and tidying for that. So parts of the house are like better. So I'm hoping this week I can just sort of like finish up enough cleaning and tidying that I will be able to just exist and rest without stressing about that. And also I'm going to plan to do like a big batch cook this coming weekend so that I will have lots of meals ready to go for my lunches, and I can fully commit to just like resting with like a capital R next week. That said, I am going to try and like take it easy a little bit this week. Like obviously I am still doing my streams and I will still be like doing my tasks this week, but I don't want to like overwork myself before going into rest. Otherwise the time off is just going to be like making up for overworking myself this week, and I'm not actually going to like rest like and get closer to like a normal, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do still have like stuff that I need to work on for this week. Namely, I think today I'm going to work on, I have a couple of merch things that I need to work on, like a couple of merch designs that are like almost finished and just need like finalizing, or are finished but need like uploading. So I'm going to try and work on that today, try and get caught up on some short form content editing because I have fallen a little bit behind with that. And then otherwise this week going to, like I said, finalize the cleaning and tidying, and also try and get lots of rest sprinkled in there as well, of course. Anyway, yeah, gonna do the last couple bits to get ready for stream. Like I said, that's gonna be coming up at 11:30 we start. Well, like 11:30, 11:40-ish, we sort of start the stream, and then like chit chat for a little bit before starting our first like work session at 12. So yeah, gonna do the last little bits for that, and then dive into my co-working stream. I am very frustrated. I had to stop and restart everything midstream. I have been having like intermittent issues where my like internet connection is fine and other devices' internet connection is fine, but OBS drops like a buttload of network frames as if the internet were out, but the rest of the internet is fine. Like the kbps output like bottoms out, sometimes dips like to like a mid amount, sometimes down to 0, sometimes fully disconnects the stream, which it did during our first work session today. It was particularly bad during the first attempt at stream, so I was like, I because like I posted, I did like one of my first tasks, which is just to post on Blue Sky that I'm streaming, and then after that I could like barely get anything done because I just was like constantly, oh hi Joey, how you doing? Oh, he's coming in to say hi. You want to sit on the couch in here? You going up there? Okay, honey. The tripod thing is in the way, but it just temporarily. He's there. He's chilling. He just had his lunchtime eye drops and he was not a fan. So if he wants to come and chill, I mean, he's welcome to sit in here regardless. But yeah, he's feeling a little sorry for himself, I think. So you want to sit there? Yeah. Okay. Good plan. Anyway, like I was saying, I couldn't focus on like any of my tasks because I was just constantly like watching OBS and watching the performance manager to look and see like, is it doing another drop? It's one thing if it just like makes the stream hiccup like a tiny bit, because like it also does various like little encoding drops here and there too, which just makes the stream hiccup like a little bit, which is also not ideal, but like not the end of the world. But like with this, it like boots half the people out of the stream sometimes. Like I said, it fully disconnected in the first work session, and I like it was just stressing me out so much. So I was like, okay, I need to just try and like restart. So we like restarted the router, restarted my computer. Jack also changed one setting in OBS to see if that makes a difference as well, because otherwise I was like, I can't do like another 3.5 hours working like this. So yeah, like partway through the second Palmo, I was like, I need to just stop and restart the stream because I can't keep doing it like this. So that was really, really frustrating. That's been an intermittent issue for like a while now. I keep like, I sometimes there are streams that it doesn't do it. And then when it does do it, it's like, it'll do it for like a few seconds and then be fine for a little bit. Like it's not consistently a low kbps. It's like normal and then like dips out basically. And it's really hard to diagnose because like nothing else is being affected by it a lot of the time. It doesn't even seem to do it during like a bandwidth test stream, so it's not even like I can do that to see. Like it only seems to do it during like a regular stream. So yeah, it's that's been really, really frustrating lately. I'm sure that's having to deal with the stress of that all the time is probably contributing to my burnout a little bit. But yeah, so that was frustrating, but it seems, touch wood, to be holding okay now that everything has restarted. So the stream is going again. We're into another like work session. And I'm gonna try and actually do some tasks now, now that it is in theory working. Because I, like I said, didn't even really get to any of the stuff that I had planned to work on yet, so not ideal. I also need to get some lunch. I think I'll probably just have like a couple hot dogs because we have some hot dogs left from last night. I'll probably just do that because that is the easiest thing that we have that I can think of. So, and then to get to all of the things that I actually need to do that I hadn't started yet. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just a little midstream check-in because that was happening. Not ideal. Scooch, 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 scooch. Oh, so pointy. Witty, witty. Witty, 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 witty. Thank you so much for joining me for this productive weekend in my life. I feel like I managed to get a decent amount of stuff done, you know, not only in terms of the like household chores and stuff, but also of course on Friday I raised 200 pounds for charity. So that obviously was a big accomplishment in itself. And I also feel like I managed to get at least like a little bit of rest in there as well. So a pretty balanced weekend. Like I was saying, I am going to need to take some time off from streaming soon to get caught up on my rest because I am fast approaching burnout. But I feel like I am well sort of set up to sort of spend the rest of this week like getting some stuff done in preparation for that so that hopefully that time off can be nice and restful. So yeah, all in all, not bad. Like I said, got lots of stuff done. Feel not too bad in terms of like energy. It's always nice to have that company when I have stuff to do for the like accountability and body doubling. So thank you for watching and for spending some time with me today. As always, if you do want some more content from me, other than of course some upcoming time off for rest, I am live 4 days a week over on Twitch and I'll make sure that that's linked below. You can of course also subscribe here on YouTube, which I would also appreciate. I've got this main channel where I have different vlogs and gaming content, and then also my Twitch VODs channel, which has playthroughs of stuff that we've done on stream. Either way though, I appreciate you being here today. Please make sure that you are taking care of yourselves as best you can, and I will see you in another video. Bye everyone!